Hey Jarom, Megan McCracken here. We spoke on Saturday, and in this video, I have some tips and tricks for you guys to be able to improve your online presence, get seen by more customers, so that you can grow your business even more. And so I'll be going over a few things. I'll be going over things like content on your website and backlinks to help get ranked on Google better. I'll talk about your Google business profile or Google Map listing, and we'll also talk about advertising at the end too. But we'll kind of just jump into it. Before I do, as far as the reason why I make these videos, I just want to help small business owners grow. And so, if this is a video that you can implement the tips and tricks yourself, then that is great if it'll help you out. However, some business owners do end up coming back to me and saying, well, Megan, I like you, so please just do it for me. So if that's also you and you want to talk more about what options we have, I'd be happy to. But otherwise, we'll just kind of jump into it. So first, we have your website. And first of all, your website is really clean, it's sleek, it's the perfect colors for the landscaping industry and everything. As a rule of thumb, Google likes to see about 1,500 words on the homepage alone. And so you have just under 500 looks like. So like I said, the average homepage that is ranking on Google is typically about 1,500 words. And all of those words, though, obviously we want to make sure are ranking for specific keywords, right? So I'm going to be showing you, this is someone who's ranking number one in the Salt Lake City, for Salt Lake City searches specifically. I saw that you're on your profile that you service all of the surrounding areas. So I'm not sure exactly what you prefer to target, but it would be the same concept no matter who your competitors are in the area, regardless. So this is Salt Lake City is obviously the big dogs. So if we can be getting you ranked well there, then you can get ranked well anywhere. But so this is Mott's Landscaping. If we look over here at them and how they're doing, this is a software called Ahrefs. You can use any software if you decide to do this yourself, but there's Ahrefs, SpyFu, SEMrush. There's a few like that that have monthly subscriptions. And then you can put in your any website, including your own, which I'll show you in just a second how yours is doing. But then this is Mott's Landscaping. You can see how they're doing with keywords. So they're ranked in the second position for a lot of these keywords. And if we look at the volume, this is how many searches are coming in for each of these specific searches per month. So, and then it'll show the traffic that they are getting. So landscaping Salt Lake City, 150 volume, they're getting like almost a third of that. And so if we assume that even only like 10% of those convert into a sale, like that is still a decent handful every month from just that one search. But they're ranking for all of these other searches too. So if you could be doing the same, writing out your content on your homepage, plus having Google really likes to see a lot of different like sub pages. So for example, if we go to your services here, instead of just having everything in one page, I would recommend having services with a drop-down menu that has HOA maintenance, general landscaping, xeriscape, sprinkler systems, commercial work. And then having a decent amount of content listed for each of those. And plus, that gives you more variety and more ability to be able to target those specific keywords without just keyword dumping everything into like one paragraph, which is typically a red flag for Google. There's a lot of different rules like that where Google is pretty picky about who it chooses to rank based on those rules. So that is another thing. Now, for you, you guys aren't really ranking for anything right now. And so that is a lot of volume and a lot of traffic that you're missing out on. So we have Clean Peak Landscaping and Green Peaks. You're ranking, but you're ranking at a really low position, so you're not getting any traffic from it. So there's a lot of potential of where you can go by, keeping the same design of your website, because like I said, it's beautiful, but while having content that's properly optimized to make Google pay attention. The next thing with that for helping to get you ranked is called backlinks. And so that those are like the popularity contest of Google is what I like to call it. It's other websites linking back to yours and saying, hey, these guys are the authority on this subject. So for landscaping, specifically, you would want to have, websites that are relevant to that, but you can have other websites as well that have good authority linking back to you. Now, Mott's for ranking in Salt Lake City, they actually don't have a lot of backlinks, especially because Google doesn't care about any of these that have zeros. So they only have about 12 backlinks. Get Part Approved is obviously one in Utah with pretty high authority, though, and they have quite a few links coming from that, and same with Get Part Daily, Utah Gateway, so Salt Lake City Parade. So, they have some that are really relevant for the area, so that's probably part of why Google is liking them. But what it does mean with how well they're ranking, even with having few backlinks, is there's a lot of potential of a lot of backlinks you could be chasing to beat them out. So, as a rule of thumb, I typically try to recommend to people to about double the amount of backlinks that their competitors have. So, you again would want to be looking at your competitors in each of the main areas that you really want to target in on. If you don't want to focus on Salt Lake City because it's a bigger area, that is fine. If you wanted to do like Bountiful instead, or even like Kaysville, as just some examples, you could be just following this exact same process. And then you can be chasing the same links they have and then finding some more of your own too on top of that. And then you'll be golden. So that's the second thing. And then the third thing are Google Maps listings. So really optimizing your Google business profile. So I do see that, you've got some things going for you. I would definitely recommend having more photos and having them all be geotagged. Um, and then, honestly, actually, in your case, having an address probably would be helpful still if there's an address that you're comfortable listing, just because then Google can see that you are in fact listed in Utah. Chasing down as many reviews as you possibly can. And I actually have a form that will send clients if they want it, that has been really helpful for getting reviews from people. Um, and then, there's other ways to optimize as well, having posts, having updates, having more photos, just things like that, that I said, like, and the photos saved with those same keywords that you'd want to be optimizing for on your website, basically. And that requires monthly maintenance too. But then once you can get into your business profile optimized, like let's just put landscape company Salt Lake City, these top three slots are the people who are getting a lot of business. So like Mott's, this is why they're ranking well here, but not necessarily here. These guys are ranking well here, but not here. But they're still getting a lot of business because Google Maps listings is like really good money. So that is the next thing, is optimizing your Google business profile. And then the very last thing would be advertising. So things like optimizing your website and your profile, once you do it, takes a few months to climb the ranks so that Google really figures out, like, okay, these guys know their stuff. These guys are getting good traffic. I'm going to start to push them toward the top slot. It just takes some time. Advertising is the quick lead option. So if you can advertise so that you can end up here or here, that will be huge. And a lot of small businesses don't know how to do a good Google ad. So if you can figure that out and have a really good ad that makes Google really want to pay attention and really want to post your ad while also working on your website at the same time, that will be huge for you. So that is the last thing. Facebook ads actually would also be really good for your industry as well, especially if you can have a good offer attached to the Facebook ad, just because landscaping is one of those things that a lot of times people might not necessarily be seeking after where they're searching it on Google, but it's always in the back of their mind, right? I know for a fact my yard, always in the back of my mind of crap that we need to fix in our yard. But if I were to be just scrolling on Facebook, and an ad pops up that said, like, I don't know, whatever deal you want to put, 25% off, or whatever offer you'd be comfortable giving, that would make me pay attention. That would make me want to give you my information so that you can give me a call. And then if you're a good salesperson, you can make that sale. So Facebook ads and Google ads, they have pros and cons to both, but really either one of those could be really good money makers for you, if you don't want to do both at the same time. So that's the last thing. So again, I'd be happy to chat more if you're interested. My phone number is 385-315-7439, or you can, in my email signature that I'll be emailing this with, you can just book or schedule an appointment with me, and we can just chat either on like phone or Zoom or whatever it is that you prefer, to kind of give you more details. But otherwise, I hope that any or all of this could have been helpful for you so that you guys can grow your business. I saw on your website that this was started by three best friends who just had a dream of having a successful business. And I love that for you. And I love that you said you've already, like, you feel like you fulfilled that dream. But what if you could fulfill it even more? So hopefully you can. And I'm here for you if you want my help doing that. So have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye.